Welcome back to Let's Get On With It, Civilization 4, Beyond the Sword, playing as Tokugawa on Monarch difficulty, in a very sloppy, ugly, and slow game. We're heading for space. We're currently researching satellites. What's the endgame tech look like here? Going after composites and then ecology. There's a space elevator down there chillaxing out. Worst wonder in the game. Just gotta go ahead and take a little bit of time to review here. I'm hammering out a lot of beakers. What sort of infrastructure do I need to build? I can build public transportation in some of these spots. So I suppose the next question is, how am I looking here for health? I suppose I could potentially build some of it if I don't have it already, but you know what, I don't care enough. We should be able to finish the game in this video, barring unfortunate circumstances, so let's go ahead and get started, folks. How you all been? How are the kids? Ah, yes. My last conquest of the Malinese Empire. They're doing alright over there. We've got the life support, the docking bay, and 2 engines, and 5 casings. We actually have quite a bit of distance to cover. Still. You know what? I could have you build a security bureau, I suppose. That wouldn't be so bad. Music's loud in my head today. Let's see here. Jail. Market. I actually have my volume up. That's true. Due to the fact that I've been playing Diablo 2 with JG and Bobo, so the game's gonna be louder. And I don't want to turn that down, because that would mean ending this recording. Oh, I'm committed now. Well, I suppose I can always try my headset languages. There we go. I have a little control next to my mute button that controls volume. I know you all care so much about that. I don't know exactly how much it adjusted down, but it happened. It was a thing. We're in 1900 AD. Man, this game has been so slow and so bad. So bad. Huh. But it's Tokugawa, so it's not going to be pretty anyway, because it's fucking Toku. France has got mass media. I can look forward to United Nations. Woohoo. Laboratory here. Let's go ahead and just queue up a bunch of things so I don't have to keep dealing with this. Courthouse, grocer, security bureau. You got a library. Grats. University, observatory. Observatory should go first. Aqueduct. Theater. Courthouse. Grocer. And market. And I'm hoping that keeps that place occupied for the entire fucking rest of the game. We're claiming a few of these tiles due to enhanced tremendous culture, but none of this shit really matters anyway. No, they don't want to trade this tech for me. Yeah, of course you fear I'm becoming too advanced, for good reason. You're very close to getting combustion, which I do have, but you don't have any gold. I should have checked that. Can I just make this happen? No. Oh well. Thought I'd try maybe to just fuck with him. Huayna Capac is dead. Charlemagne put him in the ground. I put Cyrus and Mansa Musa in the ground. Nope.
Beep. Beep.
That reveals the
Beep.
world map, which
Beep.
I kinda already knew anyway. Fantastic. Now we can start building these docking bays. What am I looking at here for city production? That's not bad. You can actually build one of those. Well, that's the only one. How much time's left on the engine? 7 turns. 9 turns left on the engine there. Alright. Yeah, sure, we'll get that done in Walana. 7 turns sounds good to me. I didn't think the production would be so high there, but I suppose after I took care of all those commercial improvements, things worked out pretty well. Sorry. Figures heartburn would crop up as soon as I fucking start recording this damn thing. Ah, well. I'll fight through it. I'm a winner. Speaking of winners, don't you want industrialism? You do, and you'll give me money? Sweet. How much gold do I have? 900? That's a good number. That should keep me going pretty well. Charlemagne completed the Apollo program so he can start on spaceship parts, and he has 23 cities. He just revolted on the anarchy, too. You can tell because his next tech is now going to take him a fucking coon's age to research. Alright, let's go for that. Okay. Doing a good job, everyone. Doing a good job. Nope. Yeah, Charlemagne flipped into all sorts of fun civics there. Did he go into free religion? Son of a bitch, he did. Charlemagne went into free religion? Something about that just ain't right. Well, that's gonna make this shit interesting, isn't it? Oh, boy. Alright. We're doing pretty good, though. And I suppose we'll end up having to focus ourselves on, maybe I'll end up having to build up a military. He might declare war on me. I didn't think he'd flip out of Buddhism, though. That is certainly a thing that transpired. And since he's annoyed with me now, there's no way I'd be able to win him over into, being, well, I suppose. Yeah, it's only buildings, not projects, so I guess I'll flip back into free religion then. Oh shit, everyone. Yeah, emancipation, I could flip into that. That's giving me an extra 1 hammer, though, raw hammers. That'll be fine. I'll just go ahead and adopt free religion myself. Louis plotting war, I'm gonna assume against Sitting Bull again. Well, Louis is no longer interested in my deal. Suppose he, perhaps finally has iron after all this time? Well, I still do want horses. Would you like a hit musical? Fantastic.
The whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
Right. Let's go ahead here. Docking bays being built there. Let's get that casing done. Next best cities would probably be 4 turns there. And we've got 5 turns there. 6 turns. That's 4 of the casings. 7 turns. Suppose that'll do. That will do. Ecology is the last thing I needed. So, after that, I guess go for future tech. That leaves some things behind. Of course, we don't need mass media for that. Oh well, definitely don't need robotics either, that useless thing. Don't need laser. Let's go. I suppose I'll end up building a military here towards the end. Just in case to protect myself. Charlemagne's moving units around. He could definitely declare war on me. Make this final bit of the game interesting. I actually wouldn't appreciate that much, but at this point I should be able to get off this damn planet. Also, nice commerce. Nice. That could be better with the customs house, but I just don't feel like it. Losing a lot more gold per turn now. Since my cities aren't building wealth like they once were. Well... Damn it. Damn it. I guess I'll just take the 60 gold pieces. Call it a day. Excuse me.
We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children.
That's right, damn it. And that's it. In that case, now it's just a question of what can produce quickest. 7 turns, that's not going to be good. That'll get it done in 6. This will get it done in 5. I think this is the best choice. That would be 6. Alright, looks like we're launching the spaceship in... Yeah. Barring sabotage, all the parts will be done in 6 turns. I'm good with that. Tell you what, we're good bros. I know your time is valuable. Take the money. I've definitely tried to set it off -3 for close borders. Oof. You don't see that a lot. Good thing he and Louis just don't see eye to eye with each other. And yeah, I've definitely traded with your worst enemy. Definitely been a terrible person on that front. Spy has been thwarted. He's going after plastics now. How's the espionage look? Oh yeah, Charlemagne's definitely pouring it into me. So I'm gonna pour it back. Alright. Let's get off this goddamn planet. I'll vote for Charlemagne. I got him to cautious. Damn it. Whatever. So, let's go ahead and take a look again. Well, we'll be off the planet in 3 turns, barring further interruption. How about that? 310 gold? How close are you to plastics? Nah. Who's building beakers? Let's stop hemorrhaging so much money here. By producing money. That's always the pro strat, right? Just print more money. Ah, good. Yeah. The United Nations there definitely helped me out with Charlemagne. Doesn't make me as nervous.
Once you have tasted flight,
and it looks like Louis, he stopped his war plans and he begun them again. Interesting.
And there you will long to return.
Oh yeah, Charlemagne won, no contest. He has more population than I do, but he couldn't have won that on his own. I had to vote for him. I was basically the, I was the deciding vote there. Oh yes, airports. I could build those too. We're going to space and I didn't have flight. Till I'm about done with the spaceship. That's right, folks, you don't need flight for space. They're 2 separate things. Oh, man. Good times. Good times. I'll just continue. Get some technologies. Improve the end game score. Yep. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. All I need is the life support and the cockpit. Those will both be done next turn. Fantastic. France is going after the railroad and it'll be done in 18 turns. Good job, France. Alright. That's everything. Let's get this baby underway. 10 turns to win the game, folks. Hey, Mom, look at me. I'm gonna win the game. Oh, boy. You know what? Let's have some fun with this right at the end. Let's take you to Timbuktu. I could actually go after creating culture now. I suppose I could. Have this final thing here at the end where I don't have to worry about production anymore. Instead of going after early game tech. I don't know what I want to do with myself, everyone. I just don't know. There we go. That's got a lot of money. Over 3,000 beakers here. Oh, shit. I'll have Kyoto produce wealth, too. Send you to do research. There we go. I can support everything with just, Cyrus's former capital and my current capital. Good show. Good show, everyone. Alright. Suppose I would, do better with the great artist sticking it in Dijon with the bomb, since it's further away from my borders.
Oh, I have slipped the surly
No,
bonds of earth,
my
put out
stable's
my
obsoleted,
hand,
no.
and touched the face of God.
Sitting Bull's plotting. So that's a thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and put the great artist there. For the lulz. That's a very established city, though. From a creative civilization. I'm not expecting a Christmas miracle, but let's see it. Whee! You just saw it right there, folks. Wasn't that exciting? That's the power of Orleans. Orleans. Wasn't that fun? Free religion? Yeah, sure, why not? Since we're all free. Whatever. Louis built Hollywood. Good job. Let's actually get a trade going for that. Would you like some silk? I'll take your hit movies, good sir. I will take them and I will like them. Yeah, I could have been running culture the entire time, just for funsies, but nah. No funsies. Be all boring and go after technology. At least Future Tech won. Why not?
Behind a veil, unseen yet present, I was the forceful soul that moved this mighty body.
Yeah, whatever, Sid Meier. Get fucked. I don't have to take your shit. Thwarting some spies. Oh, yeah. I left him in the dust. Then again, I know he spent a lot of espionage to sabotage that spaceship part. That was definitely something. Uh-oh. Louis has declared war on Sitting Bull, and Charlemagne is back to disliking me again. Why? Why? Wow, I lost I'll explain, I did lose the bonus for voting for him. Charlemagne founds creative constructions. In Winnicapoc's former capital. Alright, I got myself some future tech here, folks. Woo! Soon. It doesn't look like I'll get any more. Damn it.
The future will be better tomorrow.
Yes, Dan Quayle. As spoken by Leonard Nimoy, it will be. Let me go ahead and soak up all this gold. This is completely unnecessary. Give me that gold per turn. I'm being silly. Give me that gold per turn. Have some hit singles, Indians. I'm sure you will appreciate them along with all the alcohol as I give you zoning rights to build casinos. It's okay, everyone. I'm part Cherokee. So I'm allowed to... I mean, it's a factual statement that I made. I am. I just used that as my reasoning, though. It's great. Yeah, whatever. Do 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 do. Good joke. Wouldn't it be some shit? The game ends right there. Also, I forgot I wasn't supposed to be talking while the turns were cycling. Oh. Sitting Bull had lions. I didn't even notice. Good job, Sitting Bull. I have land access, cut in twain there. That's good. Yeah, once again, I was the deciding vote. I could have given Charlemagne the victory, not Louis though. But Grimith wins a space race victory in 1923 AD. That's not space victory as in we just got to space. That's space victory as in we've gone to another planet. See ya, bitches. So, here we are. The former layout, Charlemagne had a lot of space there. There was a wide band of jungle, though, that I simply didn't want to expand into. Huayna had a lot of space here as well. Cyrus was pretty jammed in, along with Mansa Musa. Sitting Bull had to clear a bit of territory. That's how it all worked. So I only ended up getting 4 cities. I didn't like my options that I could expand into. Huayna founded Hinduism, Charlemagne founded Buddhism. He's a religious zealot, it makes sense. Huayna he starts with mysticism, so that does make sense too. And time ends up progressing. Cyrus and Charlemagne have the advantage of expanding into the territory that I don't claim. I end up building 3 satellite cities around Kyoto, and I work with that, working my way to construction along with wonders, to do my half-ass war elephant attack against Cyrus, in an attempt to break out of my 4-city situation. Something to look forward to, and there you go. I rapidly consume Cyrus's empire. Charlemagne and Mansa Musa end up filling the spaces there, and I'm like, alright, I got like 10 cities now. I should be perfectly good and content. I don't need to do anything more. Charlemagne did a little bit there against Huayna over our numerous series of wars. But eventually Mansa Musa got pretty weakened there from all of the warring he was forced to do. He couldn't get an insurmountable tech lead on everyone else. He wasn't able to just have fun and relax. I had made peace with him at one point back there. I completed the Pentagon. And that's when shit went to hell. Because I was like, yeah, let's just go ahead and rip them apart. And with Mansa Musa cities, I was hammering out a few thousand beakers. And with the power of that, and I didn't get dragged into another war like with Charlemagne, everything was good to go. Time spent 6 hours and 40 minutes. Could have definitely gone a lot quicker. The lag slowed things down. I'm sure the latency, not latency, but so much my lack of frames actually ends up giving you some misinformation as to how long this actually took. Regardless, there you go. Score, GNP, I was the clear leader, no question about that. Holy Rome was, well... he was where he was. Production, well, Holy Rome did a great job of closing the boundaries with that, simply because he had 7 more cities than I did. And crop yield, of course, he's gonna beat me. He had a bigger empire. And power, there was a moment where I had more power than almost everyone else in the game, except for Charlemagne, and I used that to my advantage. Culture, overall, I had the greatest. France, of course, being creative, had the second greatest. It's just a combination of the fact that I had several wonders. By several, I mean many wonders. Did a lot of stuff. And espionage, of course, the Charlemagne of the Holy Romans is pretty interested in espionage, so it's understandable that he would have more. Demographics-wise, I was the highest in GNP and production. Not so much by a significant margin here in production, but in GNP, I crushed Charlemagne there towards the end. Population was also pretty nice. I had a healthy and vast empire that I took from Persia and the Mali. top 5 cities in the world, Kyoto is the first, with the pyramids, Stonehenge, the Parthenon, the Taj Mahal, the Eiffel Tower, the Statue of Liberty, the Great Wall, and the Mausoleum of Mausolus. Under other wonders that I ended up building or taking, let's see here. We have the Temple of Artemis. I talk about that. Of course, we have the Great Library, the Sistine Chapel, Notre Dame, Statue of Liberty, the Kremlin, which I never used. I built it, and ultimately I don't think I hurried a single bit of production while I had that, so the best thing it really did for me was just AI denial. Broadway, the Cristo Redentor, rock and roll. So there we go. I took care of that, folks. And statistics. I built 4 cities and I burned 2. Let's see. How many units did I have there towards the end? 28 infantry and 24 workers and a few other things as well. I, of course, built more infantry than anything else. And I killed an assortment of powerful units there. Riflemen and cavalry. And how many units did I ultimately lose? 11 war elephants, 11 catapults, 8 cannons, 5 swordsmen, 3 infantry. And I definitely lost some workers too. You know that much. And I build the most of factories. Nice. And I had a farm workshop economy. Alright. Augustus Caesar. Yeah, that game could have gone better. Of course, you see the fact that I won faster as Arabia. That's due to the fact that I had a bigger empire at the start, and playing on a more difficulty, the tech race was quicker. And of course, you naturally get a higher score on higher difficulty levels as well, especially since I finished earlier in the game. But I'm okay with this. As I said before earlier in this video, it was ugly, sloppy, slow, but I won all the same. And there you are. Explained some few things along the way. I get a lot of questions about, well, not a lot. I get a few questions about slavery. Thinking about doing this again? Not particularly. You all saw how slow that ended up going with the frame rate. Of course, it's not anything I can't handle. It's just, Besides, there are folks who still regularly play the game, as well as recording themselves doing so, who are better at it than I am. Folks I have mentioned before in the past, and you can use the Google machine or the YouTube search engine to find them. Take care, everyone. Hope you all enjoyed. No, Tokugawa, undeniably the worst leader in the game. I won. The monarch. It happened. Tokugawa, the most peaceful, most economically inclined leader in the game, with such awesome traits like aggressive and protective. Take care, everyone. Talk to you.